confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Well, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't get them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Say what's up to me in the chat. Let me know that you all are listening. Also, when you have a moment, please do me a favor and follow my backup channel. It is called LexX. That is LEXEX. And you'll also see the link in the description below. Also, when you have a moment, please follow me on all my socials. You can find me at Lexus Exodus everywhere. That includes Facebook and Instagram. Also on TikTok, even though they tried to cancel your girl, I'm back. So please take a second and follow me on my social media platforms. I'd love to see you guys over there. This is another installment of my series called the Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, I want to talk about your dusty worshiper, y'all. And I think I first heard this term from Cynthia G, so shout out to her. She'll talk often about how we live in a community that is Black male worshiping and that pedestalizes and worships the dusties. This is true. You know, we already live in a patriarchal society. And then when you add that to a community that is totally dysfunctional and totally toxic, you get a recipe for disaster. And you get a community full of dusty worshiping pygmies. And I came across this post that I thought really illustrated the idea of what a dusty worshiping pygmy is. So let's look at this, and then we'll start looking at some real life examples. So this post says, "Signs you are a pygmy." So you guys will hear me use dusty worshiper and pygmy and pygmisha, those phrases interchangeably, because they are essentially the same thing, and they all worship and pedestalize these dusty knick-knocks, okay? So let's go through this. It says, signs you are a pygmy. You pursue or go after men. You fight, compete, or argue over men. You chase after men who don't want you or have a low interest in you. How many times have Black women been told over and over again, oh, you're least desired. Oh, your hair hat. Oh, you're too dark. Or, oh, your hair is too nappy. These men will continuously tell these women over and over again, but will still pedestalize them and worship their image. Talk about chocolate skin and he got muscles and BBC and a bunch of stupid ish like that. It says you believe the way to a man's heart is via his stomach or good sex. You like the flex your independence or how you don't need a man to do XYZ for you because you can do it yourself. If we know a bunch of these dusty worshipers housing up whole grown-ass men bragging about being independent. You give more than you receive in relationships. So this is not like the divested woman who only engages in reciprocal relationship. These women are pouring more into these relationships and aren't receiving anything other than heartache and headaches. You are a ride or die chick. We talked about that. So he could have a track record of felony convictions that's a mile long. He could have 3 babies by 3 different baby mamas. He could be broke, not have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Still, she's going to ride or die and hold him down. You take care of or give money to men. You stay in bad or toxic relationships. You lower your standards for the men you really like or want. You try to pull or sell yourself to men and advertise your good qualities. And you put men over your child's best interests or safety. So you move in strangers. You're always bringing new or random men around your kids, etc. So I totally agree with this wholeheartedly. I think that these are definite signs of a pick-me. And I also think that these are telltale signs of a dusty worshiping woman. Okay. So now that we know the profile of your dusty worshiper, let's look at some actual examples that illustrate this. So I want to get into this first post that I came across that this dusty pick-me, dusty worshiper shared that's been going viral. So she posts, let's normalize loving on dusties without them doing anything for you. They need love as well. Sigh. Black woman, hold this L. Hold this L, y'all, because this ish is stupid as hell. This woman literally just came out her mouth and said, let's normalize loving men who do nothing for you. And this is that effed up mentality that got us here in the first place. Always getting the short end of the stick, always getting exploited, always engaging in unreciprocal relationships. And this was a tweet. And I contemplated creating a Twitter just so I could slide into sis's DMs. I just want to talk, sis. I'm just trying to see something. Because this is a mess. And of course, I didn't create a Twitter just for that sole purpose. But if you know this girl or follow her on Twitter, please share my information with her. Because sis, you sound crazy as hell. Because this is y'all's problem. Black women, you keep falling in love with these men over and over again who don't do ish for you. And that's a quick way to end up used and abused and brokenhearted. And y'all wonder why these broke homosexuals got a roster of women willing to house them and feed them and clothe them like they're their children. He driving her car, dropping her off at work. Meanwhile, all she's getting in return is getting cheated on, STDs, side babies. That's because it's already normalized within Blackistan to pour into nignogs who don't bring anything to the table. Girl, if you actually limited their access to you and held them accountable, and you told them, actually, you're not going to have access to my time, nor my womb, nor my femininity, not my beauty, until you provide provisions, until you bring something of substance to the table, until you add value to my life and tangible action items that add value to my life. If you actually did that, dusty worshiper, then we wouldn't see half of this fuck shit happening in the first place. Y'all don't require nothing from these fools. So they like a kid in the damn candy store. You worship them over the silliest things. What was it, the Migos member who ended up getting his GED at the age of like 25 or something, and everybody celebrating? Like y'all celebrate these minimal, dismal accomplishments. Oh, he has a picture on IG of him and his kid on his birthday and sees them once every blue moon on every national holiday. That's a great dad. Stupid-ish like that. Y'all don't require nothing from these fools. So they just running them up, slinging dirty poverty peen every damn where. Y'all, I cannot. So I want to get into this next post, and shout out to Spirit who shared this with me, of a woman, a dusty worshiper, literally casting spells over these dusties. And this is super disturbing. It looks like some type of religious or deity ceremony. I don't know. It looked like something that you would do in church to me. But let's watch this, and then we will talk through, because this is a hot mess. We down bad, y'all.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else love me like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Your love is so much.
y'all. So it says she needs to be his peace, his protection. She's talking about protecting a whole grown-ass man, to cover him in our magic, to pour life into him. We are the doorway to his highest elevation. We do not submit to him. We submit to our true self, which apparently is doing magical spells over Dusties. Child, I cannot. He needs us. What the fuck is this, y'all? She's sitting here saging him, doing all sorts of rituals with stones and stuff. And the caption here literally says ministry, spelled M-E-N, in all caps. Y'all, we really need help, Black women. We really need help, because this is some disturbing, sick, twisted-ish. She's sitting here making potions, doing spells for this man. Her caption says, her bio says that she's an oracle. And like I said, this looks like some weird, sick, and twisted religious ceremony. And this doesn't surprise me when you think about it, because what do all Black households have hanging up on the wall growing up? What did all they have? Black Jesus. Jesus dark as night with dreads. So literally, even in our Christianity, which a lot of people will say, oh, that's a European religion. It's not the spirituality that our ancestors practiced, whatever. I'm not here to argue that. But even in that, we worshiping a Black male god with dreads and ish. Even in that, y'all. This is how mind F we are. And we wonder why we're seeing this woman perform these magical rituals over this man, these spells. It's like, how can these Dusties be the least performing, least educated, have the lowest net worths, the highest felony conviction rates, y'all, highest violent crime rates, and we still calling them kangs? Talking about submitting to them. This is your Dusty worshiper, though. This doesn't even surprise me, as disturbing as this is.
Shout out to my exes.
Hey, y'all. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. If you didn't know already, Black women are beautiful. Black women are intelligent and incredible. Black women are phenomenal and make great wives and mothers.
I want to speak to your manager.
Black women should be respected and deserve to be loved.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Black women deserve to be treated like human beings, at least. Listen, guys, if you're like me, you are so tired of your favorite Black female content creators getting harassed by the trolls, silenced on social media, and censored by YouTube. We work so hard to stand up for Black women, and although YouTube allows us to be regularly berated, ridiculed, and degraded by Dusties every day on the platform, as soon as we say one word to clap back, we're threatened with channel violations and are told to be silent or we will have our platforms removed. The biased algorithms, inconsistently enforced policies, and persistent trolling on YouTube is unacceptable and needs to stop. If you agree, meet me over on my Patreon, where you will be able to access completely raw, unfiltered, exclusive Lexus Exodus content. You will be able to access uncut, uncensored, and ad-free content, 2 bonus videos a week, access to the private Discord community, and much, much more. So meet me over on the Patreon at patreon.com/LexusExodus. The link is also in the description below.
Shout out to my exes.
Okay, so let's keep going. I want to get to this next Dusty worshiper who is professing her love for her Dusty Nignog. So let's listen to this.
You're going to be mad when he get a real one. Because I'm going to be cooking his food, running his bath water, massaging his back, putting him to sleep, and praying for his soul. Yeah. You going to be mad when he get a real one. Because I'm going to be taking his mama shopping and taking his kids on trips, giving him space to kick it with the boys, maximizing his wealth and furthering his education. Yeah. You going to be mad when he get a real one. Because he ain't going nowhere unless I quit him. And the odds of that is looking slim. And you pretty and saw his potential, but you couldn't bring it out of him because I'm not mean. And I'm spoiling him because he deserves that. While you just trying to spend his bread like he don't notice that. Baby, grind everything that you lack. You're going to be mad when you get a real one because he not coming back. Facts.
Boo, tomato, tomato. Boo, tomato, tomato. You thought you ate, huh? You thought you ate. Bye, little goofy. Sounded crazy. And have y'all noticed a theme here? Y'all will notice a recurrent theme here. I've said this before. This is a quote unquote preference. And I really think that those with this phenotype have the most difficult time divesting because they receive this surface level preferential treatment. But remember, it's only surface level. It has no substance. There's no depth there. There's no true benefits from being a broke man's preference, child, because that's all that means is that you get chose to become the nigga's first baby mama. You get chosen by the nigga who sell drugs. That just means you the first one in line to catch that bullet. Child, she sound crazy. Talking about she gonna spoil him, further his education, run his bath water, take his mama shopping, and take his kids on a trip. Girl, bye. This is your Dust Bunny, pick me, pick Misha, Dusty worshiper. This don't make no damn sense. Child. Okay, let's get into this last one. This next Dusty worshiping fool, y'all. This one is a mouthful, so let's just watch this and then we will unpack.
Y'all, I notice y'all really can't stand it whenever I make a post defending black men. There's always a barrage of comments like, we got to hold them accountable. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for accountability, but when do we not hold black men accountable? It's like every day, every time I get on the internet, someone is always talking about what black men not doing right. As a matter of fact, the only time we do bring up black men is to hold them accountable for the stuff that they not doing. I mean, it's almost like we're letting our personal experiences and the media, first and foremost, dictate how we feel about our own men. Never mind the several instances of black men who have protected black women. Never mind the black man who pulled a black woman out of a burning building. Never mind the black man who jumped in front of a group of girls and lost his life defending them. Never mind the black men who are taking 12-hour shifts to defend a black woman in their neighborhood. Never mind that the majority, the vast majority, over 80% of black men are married to black women. We got to stop letting the media tell us that our men don't love us and protect us. That's a lie. This country is hell-bent on destroying our men. Let's not help them. Y'all.
Oh, my Lord. And the person who sent this, shout out to you. I don't want to share your name because I don't want to dox you, but she asked that I have this woman on my show. I can't be sitting here debating with these dummies. They don't operate on a base of logic. They are absolutely delusional. I'm not about to be sitting here arguing with one of these pick-me's. Because they too far gone, y'all. I ain't about to lose brain cells subjecting myself to this mess. I already endure enough dust, y'all. But anyway, she's talking about we need to defend all the Dusties who protect black women. Meanwhile, the FBI just released a study saying that a black woman has her life taken from her on average twice a day by a Dusty. She's talking about a random Dusty who saved a woman from a burning building. Meanwhile, just recently, a story has gone incredibly viral of a man who set his girlfriend and her twins on fire. She's talking about the vast majority of Dusties are married to black women. Meanwhile, 60% of black children grow up in fatherless homes. Y'all, but this Dusty Dust Bunny is delusional. You can't tell her this. You can't. You can't argue logic with illogical people. She's willing to die on a hill defending the nignogs. Despite the fact that we all live in the information age and this data is easily accessible, despite the fact that along with the quantitative data, there's qualitative data available as well, all she has to do is walk out the front door to see their degeneracy. These women worship these dudes. So challenging her perspective and critiquing these fools, it's blasphemous to her. You might as well tell her that you're an atheist or something, because they really do pedestalize these fools like they're their gods. Again, we talking about the least performing groups of males on earth, least net worths, least amount of resources, least educated, most violent, most felony conviction rates, the highest rates of fatherless children. And she's sitting here professing her undying loyalty to defending these fools. I can't, y'all. We got to do better, Black women. Divest. That's all I got. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.